Hi guys, Alina is here. Welcome back to my channel. Super excited for you to be here and be watching my videos. And today I wanted to give you 10 reasons why mostly people fail when they start their Monat business. So if you are about to start this business, if you're curious, maybe you just started and you're not sure like why it's not working, or you just have all these questions, please keep on watching. I think you will find some value in this video. So I have been in this business for 3 years now. I have seen people come and go. I've seen people come into this business and succeed. And I have seen people come into this business and fail hard. So I want to share some golden nuggets with you as to why people can fail in this business and why it's not working the way they expected it to be. Reason number 1. A person signed up with wrong expectations. So if you sign up with wrong expectations, this is the recipe for disaster, in my opinion. Because, you know, if a person that is trying to talk you into this business, they're describing all these amazing things that you can get out of it without any effort. So if somebody's telling you that you can just join my team, just sign up with me, and you know, you don't really need to do anything. It's super simple, super easy. All you have to do is maybe, you know, do a couple posts on Facebook or Instagram, and you know, all the sales are just gonna come your way. You're gonna make so much money. You're gonna be a millionaire. You're gonna get your car. You're gonna go on free trips, but really don't have to work. This is so wrong. So if there's somebody who's telling you this, run and don't look back, because here's the deal. This business, just like any business, requires work, requires hours, requires dedication. Yes, you can make a lot of money. Yes, you can go on free trips. Yes, you can earn a car. Yes, you can achieve great heights, but you still need to work. You need to show up daily and you need to do something. This is reason number 1 why people really fail, because once they're on the other side of the hit join now button, they're like, okay, there's actually work involved. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to put any hours into this. So, and they fail. They fail because they were started on the wrong terms. Here's my advice to you, just out of experience. If you're not prepared to work, no business is gonna work out for you. You have to work for a business. So here comes reason number 2 why people fail hard in this business, is because the key word here is business. They are not quite ready to become entrepreneurs, and they don't treat it like a business. So when you start a traditional business, just because there's so many risks involved, there's so much money involved, like you're taking loans from banks, you're investing possibly everything that you have, all your savings, since you're starting your own business. You have employees, you have, you know, lease to pay, loans to pay, bills to pay, and so much overhead stress that you just can't afford not to show up for your business. Like if you opened a restaurant, for example, just can't afford not to show up and say, you know what, I don't feel like working today, so I'll just binge watch Netflix for, you know, a day or two. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. No, business owners don't do that, because you can't expect to get paid if you don't show up, right? The same as goes for any traditional job, right? Like if you just started a new job and you just don't show up, you just don't go to work, are you expected to get paid? Are you expected to get promotions and like good salaries and salary raises? No. So the same thing here, just treat it like a traditional business. And here's why a lot of people fail hard, because they don't expect it. They don't treat it like a real business because their investment is so small. You can get started for as low as $200 and get your box of hair care products, your $1 million business in a box, and everything is given for you. Like when I started my makeup artistry business, I invested over $10,000 right off the bat. I had to pay for my education. I had to pay for all my makeup, all of the things, my professional kit. I had to create my own website. For somebody who's not tech savvy at all, to create your own first website was a pain, unless you want to pay somebody, which triples or quadruples the amount of money you're investing into your website. So your costs are sky high. Then I had to learn how to service my website, how to put out content there and everything. So I'm my own customer service. I'm my own everything in my makeup artistry business. In Monat, everything is laid out for you. You don't have to come up with your own products. They are developed by amazing scientists with great credentials and names and experience behind them. You have a whole scientific board to back you up. You have clinical trials done for you. You have your own, distribution manufacturing centers, testing labs and everything. You don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay for beautiful marketing and packaging. You don't have to pay for all the logistics and everything. You don't have to pay for customer service. The customer service is provided for you. So if your customer wants to return something and there is some problem, there is a phone number to call. You don't have to set that up. You basically pay for a box of hair care products. You get a beautifully done website for you. You have everything that you need. You have state-of-the-art products that really do work, that you don't really have to invest any time or money into developing. So I think people don't realize what they have in their hands, because Monat opens the door for anybody to become an entrepreneur. And not everybody values that. So not everybody treats it like a little business, so they fail really hard. Reason number 3, lack of discipline. Like any traditional business owner, a Monat business owner, you're the CEO of your own company, basically. You choose how you're going to work this business, so discipline is a must. You need to train yourself to show up every single day, to do things every single day. I'm not saying that you have to work all day, every day, 12 hours straight. No, there are people who work this business full time. There are people who work this, 1-2 hours a day or part time, or have 15-minute increments throughout the week, and they work it the way they work it. They're their own business owners. So remember, you're your own CEO. You have to train yourself to be disciplined. You have to wake up, show up, and do the work every single day to be able to succeed in this business. So a lot of the times I see people are not disciplined enough. They, and when you go into the mode where you're like, I have a headache, so I don't feel like doing anything, so I'm just gonna skip today. And then tomorrow you wake up and you're like, oh, the sun is shining, so I'll just go, do something else. And you don't show up for your business. Are you gonna get the paycheck? No. Chances are you're not gonna get a paycheck. So don't complain that you're not getting a paycheck if you skip a day or 2 or 3 or 4 months. In this business, you are working ahead. So probably you're grinding for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, no results. But in 6 months, you're going to start seeing the fruits of all the planting seeds and everything that you've done before are going to come and give you that, give you that progress, give you that growth, give you the results that you've been looking for. But you have to keep going. You can't quit. Reason number 4, lack of motivation. You guys, being your own boss is not easy. You have to find the motivation to actually show up every single day. So discipline and motivation go hand in hand in this business. It is so hard because you don't have a manager. You don't have anybody asking you to do this report and to do that and to do this and to file that. No, you're your own boss. You decide what you're gonna do today or tomorrow or, in a week. So you have to find motivation. Am I always motivated? No. Can I sometimes skip a day or 2? Yes, because life happens, kids happen, things happen. But because I'm very consistent, because I do every single day, I'm super disciplined, There are no negotiables that I have to do. And if I skip a day or two, it doesn't hurt me as hard because I have planted all the seeds. I've done so much. I've invested so much time into this business over 3 years that I can actually do that. But when you're brand new, when you're just starting, and like I said, I'm not saying that you have to be, constantly working this business 8 hours a day straight. No, the beauty of this business is that you can work it around your life. If I have to wake up, maybe an hour earlier and do all the work for the day in that increment of time, I do that. If I have to go to bed maybe an hour later after my kids are in bed, that's what I do. But I still show up, I still do the work, I motivate myself. And on the days when I'm not motivated, I listen to a podcast, I watch a motivational speaker, I do something to remotivate myself, or I talk to my girls. I honestly, this is the best motivation ever you can get, is to talk to somebody else who's super motivated, who is going to light your soul on fire. Reason number 5, you let people's opinions or perception of you influence you. This is the worst thing that can happen to a person, but unfortunately it happens a lot in this business. A lot of the times people get started, they're super excited, they're ready to share, they're loving the products, they have so much passion. And then, when they face a no, rejection, not understanding, the pyramid scheme, spiel, or whatever, they lose their passion, they lose their motivation, they just, their fire just goes away, and then they quit eventually because they're not strong enough. So in this business, if you've seen my videos before, I always say you have to grow your mind before you grow the business. So you have to be strong enough, you have to be prepared, mentally prepared for rejection, not understanding, and that's okay. Not everybody's going to understand you. Not everybody's going to support you. Not everybody's going to become your customer. Not everybody's going to sign up and join your team. And that is totally fine. The worst thing you can do is to quit. Just keep going. You guys, how many times we see, stories of success, all the big names in the history, if they quit when somebody was, sharing their opinion of them or sharing their perception of them, we wouldn't have Oprah Winfrey, who was fired from TV and told that she's not good enough. If she quit that time and let somebody's opinion or perception of her influence her whole life, she wouldn't have a, multi-billion-dollar empire right now and have all the influence that she has right now. Elvis Presley was told that he has no talent, that he should just be, a truck driver. Marilyn Monroe, she was told she was ugly and that she would be better off being a secretary. You guys, if those people let, people's perception and all of the opinions influence their life, we wouldn't know who they are. So the only difference between successful and not successful people is not because they don't fail or don't face rejection or don't face, people who don't understand them, who don't love them. It's because they keep going. They don't quit. So the worst thing you can possibly do is let other people's opinions influence your life, because other people's opinions are not going to cut your paycheck. They're not going to care for your kids. They're not going to provide all the things that you've ever wanted and ever dreamt of. No, they're not going to do that for you. All they can do is talk. So let them talk and just disregard whatever they have to say. You have dreams and goals ahead of you, girl. So let's get going. So reason number 6 would be your why. The reason why you started and you joined this business was not meaningful enough for you. So I see this a lot of the times when people don't even know why they started this business, or maybe their goals were just so small and they didn't evolve, so they were not meaningful enough to be fighting for. So they were not worth fighting for that person. That's why a lot of people quit. So when you're going into this business, sit down and actually write down your dreams, write down your goals. If it makes you cry a little, and if your goal is meaningful enough, if it's really worth fighting for, you're gonna cry. You're gonna literally bawl your eyes out, Maybe you want to retire your husband who is working, long hours. Like for me right now, my goal started from making $500 a month to right now, my goal is I want to retire my husband. He's working a very dangerous job and he's working night shifts and he's working so hard to provide for our family. I want to retire him if he lets me because he's a workaholic, but that's a different story. But anyways, I have a whole different, level of dreams and goals and aspirations right now. So what are your goals? If you are just considering to get started into this business, I know sometimes it's really hard to grasp what this business can do for you. And most of us starting with really small goals, like making maybe an extra $200 to pay for groceries. Or in my case, it was making extra $500 to supplement my shopping addiction. And I love shopping. So that was that. I didn't believe it could, potentially change my life. I didn't believe it could replace my full-time income. I didn't believe in any of that. I didn't believe I could earn a free trip or anything. I just wanted to maybe possibly, if this works, make $500 a month. Now my goals are different. So if you're already in this business and if you see like you're starting to give up, sit down and concentrate on your goals. What is so meaningful to you that you want it so bad you're ready to cry? Is it to help your parents? Is it to help your kids go through college? Is it to, I don't know, whatever it is, to build a church, to build, a new school in your neighborhood, to help somebody? I don't know. There's just so much. Sit down and think what you can possibly dream of. What can be your goals with this business? And if it's going to make you cry, that's when you know your goals will be worth fighting for. Reason number 7. You're just not passionate enough about the products, the company, the business. And you guys, it's totally okay. You have to find the company that's going to light your soul on fire. You have to find your tribe. You have to find your passion. You have to completely fall in love with the products to an extent when you can just, shout from the rooftops about these products, that they really work, that you love them so much. If you don't have that, unfortunately, you're not gonna see success. Because if you deep down in your heart don't believe in your products enough, who's gonna buy them from you? If you deep down inside don't believe in the company, in the business, in everything, who's going to join your team? Like nobody's going to join your team. A lot of the times people would come to me and say, you know what, I just didn't want to sign up yet, but I'm just going to go and talk to my friends and, test the waters and see if they would be eager to join me if I sign up. 100% of the times, they don't join. And their friends will never join them, because how can somebody join something that you are not quite sure about? Let that sink in. And if you're on the verge of signing up and this is what's holding you back because you went and talked to your friends and they're not quite ready to join you, this is the worst thing you can possibly do. They will only join you because once they see your passion, once they see your excitement, once they see, all the products, once they see everything, then they're going to join you. Then they're going to follow you if they decide to do so. But never will they join anything that you are not quite ready to jump on board with. It's just not going to happen. So you have to be completely passionate about the products, about the company, about the people that surround you. This is me. Like, I live and breathe this business. I love the product so much. I know what they have done for me, for all my customers, for my family. So everybody deserves to know about them. So you can feel how passionate and how excited I am to share them. This is what you need. And not every company is going to spike that. And maybe if Monat doesn't spike that, you have yet to find your company. Because before Monat, I joined 3 or 4 other companies and tried their products. And I totally did not believe this could actually work because I was not passionate. I didn't love the products, didn't love the company, didn't love the whole layout. I didn't love the people, didn't love the culture. The whole concept didn't light my soul on fire until I found Monat. And I found how different this company is from every other company I tried. So if Monat doesn't spike that, You have to yet find your passion, find the company that will do that for you. Reason number 8, you're just not willing to learn. A lot of the times I see that people are going to come into this business and we have all the resources, we have all the training videos, we have manuals, we have, so many videos that we do in groups, Zooms, opportunity calls, all the good stuff that you can learn from, that you can grow from. We constantly tag each other in different videos, motivational speeches and this and that. But if you have a closed mind, if you're not willing to learn, if your cup is so full, you can't pour anything else into this cup because it's going to overflow. It's not going to work. You're going to quit. So before joining this business, empty your cup. Prepare to learn. Prepare to learn something new about products. Prepare to learn something new about business. It's a whole different business model. And maybe if you've been in the business of this kind and did not succeed, maybe it's time to try something new. Maybe it's time to learn something new. So empty your cup, prepare to learn and grow your mind, your soul, and your business with it. Reason number 9, you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone. Unfortunately, any business is going to make anybody step out of their comfort zone. Any business is going to seek for customers. Any business is going to have to do things outside of their fear, outside of their comfort zone in order to grow. So if you're just not willing to do things, to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow your business, it's just not going to work. It's not going to give you any success or any growth. And the beauty about Monat business is that you choose to go step by step. You choose, the portions of stepping out of your comfort zone, because you can take it super slow and steady and easy, or you can hit the ground running and just do all the things that your upline, your team are doing. Before this business, you guys, I had very few Instagram followers. I've never done a live video before. I didn't know what YouTube was, honestly, except for, finding instructions on how to do things. But other than that, I did not have a reason to do that. I didn't speak on stage. I didn't train, I was a teacher. I trained kids, but it's a very different thing when you're on stage or when you're on Zoom call training grown-ups. So this business made me step out of my comfort zone a lot. And I'm so thankful because I've grown so much as a person. My level of confidence from here went to here, because this is what happens when you step out of your comfort zone. All the things that you have ever dreamed of are on the other side of the fear. So let go of the fear and prepare to step outside and jump above it. And I guarantee you will love, love, love the fruits. You will love the results, but you actually have to do it. And if you're not prepared, completely not prepared to do this, don't join the business. Don't become an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur requires a lot of guts and a lot of grit and a lot of effort and a lot of passion, a lot of things. And with that comes stepping out of your comfort zone. So be prepared for that. And I promise you, it's not that hard. Going live on Facebook or Instagram is not that hard. You can learn, you can grow, you can go very steady. And I see, the beauty about this business is that you pick and choose how you're going to run your business. If your jam is doing online parties, you can do them. If your jam is doing an in-person presentations, you can do them. If your jam is being an influencer on Instagram and you know exactly how to work it and leverage that, do it. So do it your way. But you have to do it. And you have to learn new things and new techniques. And reason number 10, probably one of the most common, widespread, and very frustrating reasons why people quit, unfortunately, is the lack of support at home. So before jumping on board of this business, you have to talk to your spouse. There are 2 different ways to go about this, and I've seen 2 different ways. I've seen girls jumping on despite what their husbands say and say, you know what? I'm just so stubborn. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to show you what heights I can achieve. despite of your opinion. And then it motivates them to work so hard to make success happen, so that then, of course, their spouses, for spouses or for boyfriends or for parents, they need to see you happy and they need to see you making money. So once you start bringing the money into the family and providing for yourself and maybe providing for your family, whatever your situation is with your significant other, your parents or whatever, it's going to take time. Not everybody's going to accept it and be understanding, because it's a very different business. Another way to go about it is to sit down and actually talk with your spouse, your parents, your significant other, and to explain why you want to do this, what are the goals behind it, explain to them exactly what you're expecting of them, that you expect them to maybe disregard that you're going to be on your phone lots, and that's going to happen. Disregard that maybe you're gonna have phone calls or Zoom calls, or you'll have to watch training videos when you're just getting started, and you'll have to have maybe coffee dates and meetings and things like that. So they have to be very supportive, understanding. Prepare that sometimes you're not going to see that support right away. Sometimes they're going to be frustrated because in the very beginning, you're not going to see a lot of money, like unless you hit the ground running, unless you have a huge network. Maybe you're an influencer on Instagram, then you're going to see results like on day 2. But for the majority of cases, for the majority of people, everybody's starting slow. They don't see their paycheck, making thousands of dollars. My first paycheck was $25, you guys. But it has grown in 3 years, I guarantee you. So you just have to feel out the situation, what your, relationship is with the people that surround you. Sit down with them, explain to them what you're going to be doing. And sometimes if they're not quite supportive, don't let it get into your head to an extent that you're going to quit your business. So hopefully you found this video somewhat useful, found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions regarding the business, the products, or anything, I always leave my email in the description box. So feel free to email me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I will talk to you later. Thanks so much, and bye.